Let Conwy Employment Hub help you develop the skills you need to get back into work and then help you find a job. Register online today.
From Abergele to Prestatyn, Rhyl to Denby, this is Sound Radio 103.1.
A very good afternoon to Steve Griffiths from Conwy Employment Hub. Good afternoon, young man.
Gary, are you COVID-free?
I am COVID-free. Don't be so cheeky, boy.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Oh, God, I tell you what, I've had a torrid time, I'll be honest with you. But much better now.
You know, when I had it the week before, and
you had no sympathy from me, did you?
Didn't give me an ounce of sympathy.
Oh, I said, are you all right?
I don't think you did.
I swept your brow and, and everything. Just made sure you... No, I didn't, did I?
No,
that was horrible to you.
Otherwise, you'd have got it from me, and I don't think I had anything to do with it. But yeah, did you have it bad? Did you have every symptom?
Absolutely everything. Smelly feet and everything.
That's normal, though, isn't it?
Oh, was it? Oh, right. I thought it was part because I've never had smelly feet before.
But you couldn't smell or taste, so...
No.
No, it was grim, wasn't it? It was grim.
It was horrible thing. But hey, I'm over it now, and it's so good to see you. And you brought in a very special guest with you today as well.
I have indeed.
Gio.
It's
Giovanni.
He's a very handsome Italian guy, isn't he?
He is, actually.
He's the Italian stallion.
Listen, this is a family show, Steve, all right?
There we are.
We'll be talking to Gio a little bit later on when you've done all your bits from Conwy Employment Hub. What have you got for us today?
Just some updates on my part. Basically, I want to give Gio a little bit of the spotlight, so I'll only be about an hour going through my updates.
Nothing unusual there, is there?
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, because I've been off as well, the sort of previous week, I've got some client updates, one of which is Bodelwyddan Castle Hotel. Now, they've come to us wanting various roles. They've got literally a whole host of vacancies, which I'm not going to go through in any major depth at the moment, but ranging from housekeepers, kitchen porters, a trainee chef, and this is quite a cool one. And I don't think I've ever had a job title like this before. Ginger Mexican Kitchen. Now,
Ginger Mexican Kitchen.
Don't ask me.
Any details
don't ask me.
on that?
No, I've got. There is a job description, but that's a genuine job description. I'm not making it up. Ginger Mexican Kitchen.
Right. Okay.
So there we go. That's a
definite first for us.
Different role that they want, but also they are sort of advertising job seekers. They're looking for people with Welsh language skills as well, so that preferably I can't speak today. Preferably level 3 Welsh language. So if you're interested, get in touch with the DWP or ourselves. I'll give you both numbers. But the DWP are working on this vacancy over in Rhyl. So job centre in Rhyl, and it's a lady called Rachel Sorahan. So her telephone number is 07867 902 040. So yeah, they've got plenty of roles: housekeepers, kitchen porters, trainee chefs, the ginger Mexican vacancy in the kitchen, whatever that is. But it's maybe they've thrown that in for a little bit of comedy value.
Do you know what? I'm enjoying the comedic part of this show this week.
It's very good, isn't it? Oh, dearie me. So I won't say any more about those guys, but they've got plenty of vacancies there. An update from Conwy Council. We have a vacancy for it's called a Healthy Image Project Development Worker. So there's plenty of information on the Conwy website on this particular role, and it's our HR department that are they're sort of looking for people on this particular role. So if you go onto the Conwy vacancy website or webpage, there'll be a role there. So that's the Healthy Image Project Development Worker. They've had no applicants so far on that, so the HR department asked us if we just would give it a quick mention on the radio. So there's plenty more roles on the Conwy website as well.
Great.
Whilst we're just talking about jobs, there is also a Conwy Job Expo, and this is happening on Thursday, the 12th of May. We're running it in conjunction with the Job Centre and Working Wales. So it's the 12th of May, 2 p.m. till 7 p.m. and it's taking part at the barn at Arias Park, so plenty of space there. So it's all free to exhibit and it's free to register if you're a job seeker. So any businesses that want to come along and promote vacancies, we're hoping that it'll be quite a busy day. So, we're looking for business representatives to come along.
A couple of months before that happens then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's well done.
See, I'm listening.
Do you know what I mean? You're the professional. You can honestly, Gary. You know what I mean? A couple of months before it happens, 12th of May.
So there's plenty of prep to do before then.
Yeah. So if you are listening, and you're either a job seeker, very welcome to come along. It's free of charge. If you are a business, again, to book your place, free of charge, you can either email us on business@conwy.gov.uk or ceh@conwy.gov.uk. So it's the business centre or ourselves at the Conwy Employment Hub. So our phone number is 01492 576 280. So that's the Conwy Employment Expo on the 12th of May. So there's that one.
That should be a big event for you then.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean, I've run them over the years for all types of businesses, and I remember when I was recruiting for the likes of Asda, and Asda was saying, but we're Asda, you'll get loads of people, and we've booked these massive places. I think about 3 people turned up, do you know what I mean? But but it's hit and miss, whereas we did the one for the blind veterans in Llandudno, and we got, I think, 6,500 job applicants.
How many?
For 100 jobs.
6,500?
It was, honestly, it was unbelievable. We booked out Venue Cymru that day. We had queues going down the promenade in Llandudno. It was mad. So my point was not to sort of name shame any businesses, but just to give you the example that Asda, massive brand, they sort of expect numbers of people to be there for their job vacancies.
6,500.
But blind veterans was more popular.
Yeah.
But anyway, so over the years, job expos and careers fairs, are a good thing to go to. Just a mention for some of the courses that we've got. We're running a whole host of courses with Crest, and they have got sites in Colwyn Bay, Llandudno Junction, Llandudno,
and Rhyl,
and Mochtra, and Rhyl, have they?
Yeah,
that's
right,
good.
Rhyl.
So that we're basically, as part of Conwy Council, we run a UK government sort of training pathway, for various things. So they are working in line with us, and some of the courses that they've got running. One is a customer service course. So these are all certificated, by the way. So if any listeners out there, want to get themselves certified, whatever you say, a qualification. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to say it. There are plenty of things going on. So we've got customer service, we've got manual handling and cost training, we've got health and safety in the workplace, we've got first aid training, we've got recycling and all the sort of various career paths that are available in the reusable and the recycling marketplace, and also, which is quite important if you're a job seeker and if you've been out of work for some time and you may have lost your confidence and may not been in the workplace for some time, but there are plenty of volunteering roles across Conwy County at the moment as well, and other counties, but specifically we're talking about Conwy. So so there's plenty going on with Crest, and we've got courses between the 7th and 29th of April. That's a month away. And these courses are running Thursdays and Fridays between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m, except on the bank holidays. So they're going to be held over at the Crest Centre at Llandudno Junction. So if you want to find out a little bit more information, you can give us a call on 01492 576 030. So that's some of the courses there. Let's have a look. We've got some, and I won't go into the details of this because it's quite a long PDF of information. Okay. But there's plenty of information currently for working in the public sector in the finance side of things. So if you are interested in working, for example, at the NHS, then give us a call on at the Conwy Employment Hub, and literally I've just got this email now from the NHS. There's absolutely loads of stuff going on, great opportunities for work within the NHS, working in finance, and they're running all types of courses and quite sort of quicker access courses into the NHS. So again, I'll give you our telephone number before I sort of leave here today. One final update for an employer in the area. We had an email today from Italian Servest, and they're after cleaners in Colwyn Bay. So plenty of different vacancies going on. They've got evening shifts, they've got daytime shifts, they've got weekends and whatever. So if you're out of work, wanting to be a cleaner, please give us a call, or actually please give the DWP a call. Yeah. Angela Vickers is the contact, and she's on 07 824 548 160. Once again, obviously, if you're looking for a job, you can go on to the DWP, which are the job centre vacancy pages, and they're very good. All these live roles are uploaded.
There's plenty of work around, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely, Gary. I mean, I said over a month ago that the number of vacancies in the UK was at the highest point it's ever been. I think it's surpassed that now. So I think 3 months ago or 2 months ago it was like on 1.2 million vacancies. I think it's gone beyond 2 million now.
Really?
So we've got this real disjointed situation in the UK with high unemployment in some regions, but a huge number of vacancies as well. So the two are not correlating at the moment, which from my perspective, having been in recruitment, and as well as you've been in recruitment in that sector, normally in a recession you've got lots of people and few jobs, or you've got loads of jobs and few people. So, and at the moment we've got literally loads of people and loads of jobs, but the two are not correlating purely because the skill sets are not matching. So it's really, really strange. We're still in uncharted territories after Brexit and COVID and everything else that we've got going on in the world, unfortunately. So I think it'll settle down at some point. But
fingers crossed.
But yeah. But anyway, I have brought a special guest.
Yes.
And we can hand over to Gio to tell us about his organisation and some of the vacancies that he has got. So yeah, over to Gio.
Right, I'm going to cut Steve off. Good afternoon, Gio. How are you, young man?
Yes, thank you. And thank you for having me on.
Yeah, you're from Conwy and Denbighshire Care and Repair. Now, I've actually heard of the company before.
Oh, good.
And you're a charity, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, charity organisation.
Yeah. Where are you actually based, then?
We're based in St Asaph on the business park.
Yeah. Not far from here.
No, not at all.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been doing this for?
Okay, so just a bit about myself. I'm the home improvements manager for Conwy and Denbighshire Care and Repair, and I also run a social enterprise called Gwyd, which is Green Gardens in Welsh.
Green Gardens, yeah. Well done with the pronunciation.
Thank you.
Seeing as you're an Italian, as Steve said.
Yes.
Speak Welsh to them.
Dwi'n siarad Cymraeg.
All right, okay. Good.
I know. So yeah, from where that stemmed from was my line manager Linda Colwell. She about 10 years ago set up Gwyd. She had it that where the elderly were sort of having their gardens cut by Joe Bloggs the gardener, but felt like they were getting overcharged for it,
Yeah.
So she decided to put a man in a van and went round just getting the gardens cut to the point where the gardener was getting requests. Can you put my fence up? Can you just put a shelf up? And
snowballing.
Yeah. So handyman services developed then from there, and then now we sort of like got 8 tradesmen. Yeah, 8 tradesmen on the books now, and from sort of plasterers, bricklayers.
So how long's this been going for then?
Well, 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, 15 years. Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Well, I've been in post 5 years, April the 3rd. Because it sort of like Linda developed it to a point where she just couldn't handle it no more, then brought a manager in to manage it.
Blimey,
so, but we are sort of one of 13 agencies across Wales.
Yeah.
And we are a registered company, like I said, and that provides housing support to older people across Wales. We are committed to ensure that every older person that we care for is suitable, that they have suitable accommodation and level support that ensures that they can continue to live independently, and that's what we're about really. And we also provide advice and guidance on things like heating, welfare benefits, social interaction, and signposting. Signposting from the point where if we can't give the best advice, we can then at least put you in the right direction to where you could seek that advice from. The services that we provide are installations of grab rails, ramps, modular steps, bathroom adaptations, and garage conversions to wet rooms. We also work alongside the NHS North Wales Fire Service as well. The service that we provide with the NHS is the hospital to home. The hospital to home service involves our caseworkers and our operatives working directly with nurses and occupational therapists, and it's in the planning for patients that need before they get discharged to see whether their properties are adequate to live in before they come back to hospital. So when a discharge date is established by healthcare professionals, care and repair staff work directly with patients to assess and modify their homes so they are suitable for when they return. And it could be as simple as a key safe to a wet room conversion. So which is pretty good. And to be fair, since its launch, the service has helped over 4,500 patients and has improved discharge times from over a week to just 24 to 48 hours. So this has had an extremely positive impact on the hospital as a whole, as with beds freed up on wards. So more patients can be filtered through the emergency department and given the appropriate care. So and to be fair, as well as clinical advantages, swift discharge from hospital is always an incredible benefit to the long-term health and well-being of older people. So yeah.
How have you found it? The past couple of years with the COVID pandemic and things like that. Has it been a very difficult 2 years?
It's been very difficult because we've worked alongside it. We never stopped, to be fair, Gary. We were requested to use our vehicles, believe it or not, as kind of an ambulance service, a taxi service for the NHS, and we were delivering medication as far as the Llyn Peninsula.
Really?
Yeah. So our boys are out there. Fair play to them, and big thank you to our boys for that. Yeah, absolutely, bravo. And so we were working. So as we were getting through the pandemic, we realised that we still had vulnerable clients out there. So we still needed to work at sort of the outside, so we didn't have any interaction at all. So we could still do, your grab rail and your ramp outside and your key safes. Yeah. But apart from that, we couldn't go any further than that.
Yeah. Well, I know. I work in care, you see. So. I do part-time work in there, and there's things that you can do and things that you can't do, obviously, because of the pandemic. Yeah. And, cross-contamination and all this malarkey. Absolutely, yes. And I've ended up having it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we were so prepared, health and safety-wise, that everything had to be cleaned down, before you started and after you started. So all the apparatus and equipment was cleaned down, and then, off we went, basically. But yeah,
so you got from strength to strength then?
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's been fantastic.
So if someone that's listening this afternoon or this evening, whenever you're listening to this, if they want to get in contact with you, is it a form to fill in online or just give you a call? Or
no, they could give us a call. I can give the number. Which is
please do.
0300 111 2120. Please be aware that we are still on skeleton staff, so there will be an answering machine. But if you just leave a brief description of what you require, we'll get someone to ring you back.
Great. And now, here's a question for you now, okay? Because Steve always fails with this. Have you got a website? He's laughing at me over there. Because he can never remember it, you see. Yeah, he only gives 2 W's out.
I'll give you 1 W. No, www.Conwy and Denbighshire Care and Repair. However, because we're sort of one of 13 agencies, if you did type in care and repair, it would go to one major site. Yeah. And you can then select from the drop-down links your area. Yeah. So you click on your area, you put in Conwy or Denbighshire, and then just select the website. It'll come up automatically, and on there you've got all the relevant information required. So
that's fantastic. So what's the telephone number again?
0300 111 2120.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for coming in this afternoon, Giovanni. Give you your full title, Giovanni.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Steve, you'll be back with us next week.
I will, Gary. If you allow me to be back, I will be back.
As long as you keep it to a minimum, we'll be all right.
I did quite well. I think I did 19 minutes now, didn't I? Today?
Yes, you did.
So it was timing, eh? Yeah, I will be back, and I'm hoping that we'll have another great guest speaker like Gio this week. So
lovely. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.
Perfect.
Thank you.
See you then.
Let Conwy Employment Hub help you develop the skills you need to get back into work and then help you find a job. Register online today.